I like Bitcoin because, well, we have an enemy in common. It's called the federal government, the treasury, the Fed, and Wall Street. I don't trust them. If you trust them, save dollars and get yourself a nice bond. I don't trust those guys.
Another important subject for the younger generation is crypto, more specifically Bitcoin. And I own Bitcoin. And for the sake of this program, I do not richtab makes no recommendations what you should buy or not buy. We're not an investment company. So as I said, buy Bitcoin or buy gold or buy silver. We don't say that. Richtab is an educational company, and I want people to wake up. But the message out there, again, is to most people is poor people don't know the difference between fake money. And the biggest fake thing of all is called the US dollar. And there's people out there, oh, I'm saving money, I'm saving money, I'm saving money. Meanwhile, the frickin' US government is printing trillions of it. Oh, I'm saving money, I'm saving money, I'm saving money. Poor people are poor because they don't know real money from fake money. This is not a recommendation, it's just a condemnation of how bad our school systems are. I would teach people that. The reason we have such poverty in America is because we have fake money. The gap between rich and poor gets wider and wider every day. We're an education company. Today we have two experts on the subject of Bitcoin, specifically or crypto, because it's an important subject to understand, especially in today's world of fake money or Gresham's Law. 1964, I can understand that. 1971, Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard. Read any of my books in 1972, I was flying in Vietnam, and I flew behind enemy lines, which proved Marine pilots aren't the brightest, but I was looking for gold, real gold, because in 1972, it was illegal for Americans to own gold. Imagine that, illegal. Imagine that. So 71, Nixon takes the dollar off the gold standard, and silly people are still saving the dollar. Cash is king. It's stupid, and ignorant. So today we have Charlie Engler and Miguel Munoz. I've met them several times before. I know very little about crypto, except that I own 60 Bitcoin. I know nothing beyond that. I bought them at $6,000 each. I wish I had bought more, but $6,000 was it. And the reason I bought it was not because I'm a crypto expert. I'm a trader. I took technical trading. And crypto, when Bitcoin first came out, I think it hit a high of about 20,000. Retraced back down to $100. I said, oh, it's gone. And it kept coming back, and it hit 6. I said, I think it's here to stay. So I bought 60 Bitcoin at 6,000. I wish I had bought more, but I didn't buy any more. You guys are pretty hardcore Bitcoin then.
Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Yeah. Well, so am I. So again, this is Rich Dad. We make no recommendations. I will tell you what I do, but we don't say that you should do it too. So we come back, we'll be talking more to Charlie Engler and Miguel Munoz on how the average person, I think Bitcoin is 30,000 a unit today, and I'm in at 6. Want to find out how somebody with very little money can get started in Bitcoin. We'll be right back. Again, I said earlier, one of the biggest changes in world history is happening August 22nd, 2023. The BRICS nation, which stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Saudi Arabia, are having, on August 22nd, 23, having a conference in Johannesburg to bring out their own gold-backed currency. Now, what does that mean for the US dollar? The US dollar in 1944 became the reserve currency of the world. That means central banks throughout the world have trillions, not billions, trillions of dollars sitting in their bank, because that's what a reserve currency means. The banks of the world were supposed to hold dollars instead of gold in their banks. So I hope I'm wrong. I could be wrong very much. If they adopt a gold-backed crypto, the US dollar is toast. If I'm right. So again, we don't make any recommendations. Just be aware it is August 22nd, 2023. Be aware of that date, Johannesburg, South Africa. And one more thing is that one of the challenges with Bitcoin is people don't accept it. They don't know what it means. But Standard Chartered Bank, which is a huge Asian bank, just came out backing up Bitcoin. And they said that Bitcoin in 2023 will hit $50,000. This is Standard Chartered Bank. It's not Robert Kiyosaki or Joe Schmo, the ragman out there. So this is Standard Chartered Bank. So today it's 30K. Not only that, is Standard Charter says that Bitcoin will be 120K from 30K in 2024. But also discuss with your friends and family about what's happening in this subject called Bitcoin. Because like it or not, the biggest problem is not Bitcoin. The biggest problem is the US dollar. And like I said, back in 1944, it became the reserve currency of the world, which means it was good as gold. And today, the BRICS nations are ganging up against the dollar. So that's August 22nd, 2023, Johannesburg, South Africa. One of the biggest events in world history is taking place. And 99% of people who have no idea what real money is, they're saving dollars, they're working hard for it, good as money in the bank and all this, and they're getting ripped off. But they sit there, oh yeah, I have a college degree. Yeah, I have a lot in savings, and your savings are being ripped to shreds due to a system that was designed to make the rich richer. And that's why Rich Dad was invented, basically to protect people from the banking system.
What happened is just recently, 2 months ago, I think Biden or the Treasury took the debt ceiling cap off so they could print more money. As soon as they could do that, stock market took off. This is unsustainable. I mean, this is, like it's compounding debt now. It's accelerating debt. And that's why, as you know, Danielle, I'm a big gold and silver guy. I'm a hard asset person and hard oil. I don't buy much paper. I own gold companies and all, stuff like this. But I don't trust the government. It's that simple. Well, I don't think it can, Danielle. That's the thing about the 1.8 trillion in debt, new debt in 2 months, when it took 209 months to acquire the first 1.8 trillion. This is the saddest thing, Danielle, because I've been an advocate for financial education. That's why I wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's why Trump and I travel the world, because we're capitalists, we're not Marxists. But the biggest asset in America today is student loan debt. In other words, America is getting rich, and thanks to Barack Obama from Hawaii. Barack Obama basically let student loan debt loose, and now it's our biggest asset of America. In other words, America is trying to survive on the backs of our college kids. If that's not criminal, I don't know what is. It just feels unconscionable to me. That's what I'm saying. On the other side of it, you got what you pay for, is what I'm saying. And I'm coming up with a new book. It'll be out, it takes a little while. But the reason that capitalists lose and Marxists win, okay, and most academics are Marxists. In 1965, I read this book here, The Communist Manifesto. And I left little sleepy Hawaii, and I went to school in New York City, and I woke up, Everything's not hula lands and flower lays and pineapple. But when I was in school in New York, my economics teacher had me read this book here. And just recently, 39 professors at Arizona State University, just a few months ago, attacked me because I was on stage with Dennis Prager, my doctor, Dr. Radha Gopalan, who's both a doctor of acupuncture and a cardiac surgeon. Dennis Prager spoke on happiness, and I spoke on wealth. And the 39 professors came after us. So they protested. They threatened students that they would lose their grades if they came to see us. What is our title was Health, Wealth, and Happiness. So Daniela, you know how I am with my mouth. I put my Marine Corps, I wear my Marine Corps jacket. I stood on stage with this and I said, all you school teachers out there, you should read this book to find out who you are. Well, that just infuriated them, so they came after us. It's really, I still keep saying to people, put yourself on your own gold standard or silver. I have a lot of silver, eagles and coins, because I want to be off the grid. I want to be off the Treasury and Fed and Wall Street. I want nothing to do with those criminals. Do you know what I mean? As Warren Buffett's, somebody just asked, well, Charles Payne asked me on Fox. He says, what about Wall Street saying, I said, well, Warren Buffett said it best, never ask an insurance salesman if he should buy more insurance. And it's like, because the Wall Street Journal is saying everything is good in S&P land. I'm going, how would you believe those guys?